Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go!
You told me that I was amazing. I got.
Hey guys, it's your girl Michaela Johnson with That's So Michaela. I brought a special guest in today. He is a recording artist, a business entrepreneur, and a consultant. It is my pleasure to present.
Hello guys, I am Mr. Dark Eye from Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am the CEO and founder of my own company, New Soul Music, where we believe by faith dreams come true. We operate as a record label, and our primary services is management and consulting for independent artists, where we help them get in position for success and earn income off their music.
Awesome. Thank you for coming on the show.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me.
Hey, Mr. Dark Eye, who introduced you to the music industry, and when did you really become serious about music?
Well, I have to give the credit to getting introduced to the music industry to my family. My uncle, Major Lance, he passed away in 1995, but he was a pretty big artist in the 60s before my time. But as I got older and learned about his career in music, I think that's where it kind of started. But my love for music came from just being in the household that was just big fans of music. My sister was a big fan of music. She loved New Edition and Bobby Brown, and my mom used to play music all the time. So I have to credit that to my family as far as getting into the business. I became serious about it in middle school, just being inspired by like Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre at that time. But what made me really started writing my own music was an artist back in the day is Rakim. It's old school, but yeah, that's where it kind of started for me, getting into writing songs and just really thinking that I can really do it from there.
That's really amazing. What's kind of ironic is everybody from that period, they got so big, but they didn't just influence you guys, they influenced the generations after and after
Absolutely.
and after, which is just so cool that even today, everybody's still listening to that music. Like, even though we have new school artists, it's really, really awesome to be able to go back to those old school artists and be able to really kind of connect with it so that we're all kind of still connected in that generation.
Absolutely. It's definitely something that I feel like people can be inspired by to this day. New artists are inspired by all of the work that was done before that paved the way. So I'm inspired. I'm still inspired by artists like Rakim and Tupac, so many others.
Tupac's my guy.
Oh yeah, Tupac. Can't go wrong listening to Tupac. It's definitely just great, timeless music.
One of my biggest questions that not only I have, but I know my audience has, is how do you compare yourself from today to yourself in the 2013 era?
2013, I was just starting out as a Christian hip hop artist. Before that, it was just, secular hip hop, just me, just pulling from my life experiences. But my journey as a Christian hip hop artist started in 2013. So it was definitely a true experience of growth spiritually. And I've grown so much more in my faith now. I got what I call crazy faith now, because it's like I'm believing God for so many unbelievable things now that I wouldn't have done before. So it's a path now feeling like I'm walking on water in a sense. So it can get a little scary, but at the same time though, I know if I fall off, I got a God that's covering me. So yeah, it's the difference now. I've just grown completely and more in my faith.
And then listening to your music from 2013 till now, it's such a big difference. You can actually just see the whole difference from when you first started, and then now it's just, you've become a great man.
Right.
Really spiritual.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely. It's been a journey like no other. And it's all about the experiences, though. I mean, people like to focus on the destination, but it's about the journey and the things we learn along the way.
Yes. Can you define Christian hip hop? Because I know a lot of people get Christian and gospel hip hop confused. So I wanted to clear it up so everybody knows.
Well, the difference between Christian hip hop and gospel rap is basically that gospel rap is more like scripture inspired music, but Christian hip hop is rapping about life from a Christian perspective. So yeah, it's more broad in the content that you hear from it. You hear just more about life experiences from a Christian perspective, whether gospel rap is pretty much is coming from a lot from scripture. And, you know, like if you had to compare it to something, it's like you're a preacher rapping, you know, so you can think about it like that. But Christian hip hop is definitely just, you know, life from a Christian perspective.
I never thought of it like that. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about and explain to us how you took the journey from secular hip hop to Christian hip hop.
Well, the journey, I would say the transition was basically like in the beginning, my music always reflected my life. Mm-hmm. So I was always honest about, you know, where I was at, just whatever I was doing in my life. So you heard a lot of that in my music. So when my life just changed, when I got saved, it was a matter of me taking like a 2-year hiatus in a sense and just kind of just getting to know God and just learning what he wanted me to do with my life. So from there, the passion never left from the music. So, you know, at that point, it was like he, you know, gave me the call to get back out there, and it was more for him than for me. You know, that's what kind of helped me transition and understand what I was supposed to do with my gift at that time. So that's how I transitioned and made the change. And from there, it's just been a journey of me just understanding what God wanted me to do with my gift.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I have seen this acronym all over Facebook. Yeah. I've seen it in all your posts. I've seen it on Instagram. I've seen it everywhere. Mm-hmm. And it's MOGL.
MOGL, yep.
Tell us a little bit about where it came from and what it actually means.
MOGL came from, well, it started me, like Dr. Dre and Diddy, mm-hmm. you know, those guys in the music business, Jay-Z, mm-hmm. they all carry that title, MOGL. Which pretty much means, you know, a very important person in the world of entertainment and in the media world, especially in music. You know, being a music mogul is what they call them. But for me, I thought about that one day, and, you know, I've always been big on acronyms. It's just been my thing. But I thought about it, and people always refer to me as an awesome man of God or a man of God. You know, and I thought about the first 3 letters, man of God, and then just thinking about MOGL one day, and I was like, whoa, you know, and it just kind of completed itself. Just kind of, God just kind of gave that to me under leadership, because the under leadership part is just me being under the leadership of God, you know, basically allowing him to guide and lead my life. So that's where it came from.
That
MOGL,
is really catchy.
Man of God under leadership.
That is really catchy.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that defines your brand.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those things that people will always remember you by.
Yeah.
Man of God under leadership.
Yeah, definitely. It's who I am overall. You're right. It's definitely my brand, and it speaks to the journey that I've been on. You know, I think if anybody knows me, when they see that, they like, yeah, that's him.
A question that I know my audience will have is, what would you suggest and what advice could you give to an artist who has passion and skills but does not have the means of income to produce their first record?
Well, the advice that I give artists is something that is another acronym. Acronym I like to use for artists is called CASH, because number one, it's good because it leads into knowing that, yeah, you need cash in this business to invest in yourself. But there's another kind of cash that these artists need, and it's an acronym for commitment, availability, sacrifice, and hard work. Mm-hmm. When an artist has that, it's pretty much anything that they want to do, they can do it. But it has to start with commitment, and then from there, you're able to create the availability, and then sometimes the availability isn't there. You have a conflict of scheduling, so you have to make some sacrifices. But from there, you add the hard work, and it all comes together, and that's the kind of cash that really puts them in a position for success. So I give all of them that formula to lead them to success. And I know for a lot of them, they can't get past the commitment part. They can't make the commitment. You know, they thinking that it's like something like a coat that they can just hang up and wear whenever they want to, but it's something that you got to wear every day in any kind of condition, no matter what, you know. And when you do that, then you're able to add all the rest of the things, and it works out.
That work ethic, I think that's what you need to actually even be successful.
Right.
Not just in music, but to be successful, period. Because without commitment, there's really nothing.
You got to start there.
Yeah. And I really, really, really think that everything that's happening and everything that needs to happen is first going to start with forget commitment. You need to at least say it out loud that you're going to do it,
Right.
and then put the commitment, the hard work, the sweat, and the tears. And I know one thing you've helped me with, and I know I've been struggling with it, and then when I went to your consultations, I think I've improved a lot, is with my breath.
Yeah.
My breath was horrible. I'm not even going to lie. I thought I was the top dog when I was performing before, but I never realized that my breath, when I was actually rapping, I wasn't breathing. So when I would dance, I would always be rapping, and then I would stop breathing entirely, and then it would sound all jumbled together. But then when I went to your consultation, I was actually able to learn to breathe, which taught me and made me a much better rapper than I was before. So then I just had a recent performance, and I can show and like really, really show the results. It sounded so much better. My voice was clearer. I was able to get through my lyrics without having to stumble over words. And I think it just really helped me as a person.
That is so dope. That is so dope. A lot of artists don't realize that even when they're writing songs, you know, when you thinking about performing, you want to be able to write on that level to know that not only can I perform this in the studio, but I can also perform this on stage. You know, so that's something to think about when you're writing songs. A lot of artists don't think about that. You know, it's like, yeah, you can go in the studio and do a great job of performing that song, but can you also translate that to the stage? And because I put it like this, the studio is a place for perfecting moments, but the stage is for creating them. So you got to be able to understand the transition from the stage to the studio and the studio to the stage. Yeah.
Yes. So if I was a new artist and I wanted to book you for artist development, what can I expect?
Well, what you can expect is for me to, first off, just figure out what you've already done, you know, like what you've accomplished, where you've been, where you are, and where you're trying to go, the ultimate goal. First, I assess that, and then from there, once I kind of know what you already have learned about the business and everything, like which most people as artists, I know I was just focusing on being an artist, wasn't worried about publishing in the music business, anything like that. So in most cases, we start with what I like to call music publishing 101. And then we also go into learning song structure and melodies and just kind of the overall science of writing a song, because there's definitely a science to it. And then just diving back into the music publishing, helping them understand all the different royalties that they can earn off their music, helping them understand ownership and what it means to have a copyright on your music and you know, all of the things that involves with the laws and everything like that, because they've changed as we entered into 2021. A lot of artists don't know about the changes that has been implemented that when the Music Moderation Act passed in 2018. So there's a lot of stuff that has went on from 2018 to 2021 that's new now. So if you're a songwriter, if you're not up on these new laws and things of that nature, then you could be missing out on some royalties. So that's a lot of that I do to help artists make sure they're collecting all their royalties, because truth is, if you are not in position to collect these royalties, they're not just going to sit there and wait for you to claim them. They go into what they call a black box royalty pool, which ends up going to the bigger market shareholders in the music industry, like the big major record labels and stuff like that. So basically, if you don't get your money, Drake or Rihanna, somebody will get it.
And I want my money.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
I know everyone has visions and goals, and we both have visions. And what's your plan to increase the growth in your company in the next 1 to 2 years?
Definitely networking and partnering with people that's like-minded and has pretty much the same visions and goals that I do have with my music company. So right now I'm working with it's a guy by the name of Aaron Longstreth. He is a videographer that owns New World Media. So I've been working with him to create visions. He has a new platform that he's working on. It's called Live on Main. That's going to spotlight independent artists with original music in the area. So I'm partnering with him. And then from there, there's a few other people that's reached out to me. So definitely partnerships and just figuring out how we can use our individual brands to connect them together and see what new opportunities that we can help bring to the area for artists.
It's definitely needed. Who would be the next artist you would love to collaborate with on your next album?
Definitely hometown friend, Rudy Currents. Him and I have been knowing each other since we was kids. We attempted to work together years ago, but the song never made it out. But other than Rudy, I wouldn't mind working with Be Sincere. He's a great artist that I recently met. And then also, I've always wanted to work with Lecrae. He's a great artist, dope artist that I wouldn't mind working with as well.
Everybody loves Lecrae.
Yeah, Lecrae is dope.
Okay, Be Sincere, you heard him.
Yes.
We want a collaboration coming up in 2021.
You already know.
Okay, lastly, what is going on in 2021 with Mr. Dark Eye?
What is going on with me for 2021? Well, I am working on some new music. I have a new single that's getting ready to be released on March 4th. It's called Where I'm At, and it features an artist by the name of Bobby K. He's an artist out of LA. I haven't met him, but I just linked up with him online through his music production company that he's with, and they sent me over a track that I love, and I had to go ahead and definitely jump on that, and it's coming out March 4th. It'll be available on all digital platforms, and other than that, I am working on what I think is going to end up being like a fan favorite album.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to be like a best of all the songs and stuff that I've released since 2013. I've done this a few times, just kind of seeing what people's favorite songs are that they've listened to over the years, and so I'm thinking about just creating this best of. It's like a fan favorite playlist of an album, everybody's favorite songs, along with a few new ones. So
That's like heaven
yeah,
in an album, because you have a lot of good songs, and I know
yeah.
a lot of people like your songs. So
I appreciate that.
everybody will be looking forward to it.
Yeah. So I'm working on that. So hopefully that'll be out later this year. But the single Where I'm At will be available in digital stores March 4th.
You guys heard it, March 4th, new single.
Yeah.
And you know how we do.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have a sneak peek of that new single. Of course, we gotta do that Dance and Flow challenge. Shoe cam. We're back. Let's do that Dance and Flow challenge.
Yeah, it's Dark Eye. New soul. Let's go.
I was a problem, they didn't care till I made it where I'm at. Said I would fail, there was no chance till I made it where I'm at. Now that I'm on, they wanna know how I made it where I'm at. I had the vision, I had the dream, that's how I got to where I'm at. Where I'm at, hey, where I'm at, yo, where I'm at, yo, hey. I always knew that I would blow, I always knew where I would go. I had the vision, I had the dream, that's how I got to where I'm at.
Yeah, look at me now. I done been up and I done been down. Been through the worst, ain't no stopping me now. Plus, you know, quitting was never my style. Yeah, I love what I do, everything that I am. Yes, I owe it to you. The best part of my life, I'm accepted by Christ. See the reason I'm living this beautiful life. People don't like me, but they'll be alright. Your negative energy doesn't offend me. If you ain't 100, no need to pretend to be. I can see through you like glass, flex it. Yeah, you messy, you ain't concerned, you just wanna be nosy. Your insecurities be your own enemies, killing you softly, you're reading your eulogy. Hating on me is like hating yourself. I show love to my people, they eat cause we equal. Bossing them up, yeah, the weapon is lethal, but it won't prosper, this be the gospel. Good news, never lose, I'ma dance at my shoes, call me the son of David. Hey, give God the praise, I'ma do it all the way, even if I don't make it, it's okay. Cause I'ma give it to him in the middle of it. I see the storm coming, I ain't running from it. Cause my God has never been defeated, never came when I called, but was there when I needed him. No worries, no hurry, y'all tripping, so scary. Trust God, cause he's worthy. I'm here, cause he chose me, yeah.
I was a problem, they didn't care till I made it where I'm at. Said I would fail, there was no chance till I made it where I'm at. Now that I'm on, they wanna know how I made it where I'm at. I had the vision, I had the dream, that's how I got to where I'm at. Where I'm at, hey, where I'm at, yo, where I'm at, yo, hey. I always knew that I would blow, I always knew where I would go. I had the vision.
drone guy. City up in lights, that's my life. Walk by faith, not by sight. Still in the ring, fighting a good fight. Knocked down, but we never gon' stay down. Get back up, hands up for another round. Grind all day till the sun is down. Right back at it, gotta get it like we never had it. I ain't gotta force it when I do it, cause it's automatic. Yeah, I've been an addict, everybody know I'm good at it. Proof is in the pudding, try me, you really shouldn't. Even if you had the opportunity, you know you wouldn't. Try Jesus, not me, I'm the greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali is the call of the way. I crack a down deep, crack a smile, I ain't worried, got that armor on me. For sure, I'm reppin' G.O.D. to the day I die, that's no lie. Can't take the heat in the kitchen, better leave before you fry. I'ma make entrees out of y'all, eat the rest of y'all for dessert, just your sweetest pie. Nothing left, no more breath, cause I'm choked in the game with a deadly grip. There's pressure, I come with bad intentions. When I bring it relentless explosion with a vengeance. Pieces of corpses on your porches. Strength is equal to the forces of nature. Of course I'm major, sharp as new razors. Fresh out the box, dark out on top, that's where I'm at, man.
I was a problem, they didn't care till I made it where I'm at. Said I would fail, there was no chance till I made it where I'm at. Now that I'm on, they wanna know how I made it where I'm at. I had the vision, I had the dream, that's how I got to where I'm at.
Hey y'all, I'm Mr. Dark Eye. Be sure to follow me on Facebook at Mr. Dark Eye. That's MISTADARKEYE. Also follow me on Instagram at Mr._Dark Eye. And do not forget to check out Beats Made magazine.
Check out Beast Made magazine, the website. Who's gonna be next?
Who's gonna be next?
It's gonna be you.
It's gonna be you.
See you next time on That's So Michaela. Bye.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go.
You told me that I was amazing. I got on my knees, begging you please. How could you tease? Telling all lies. How could you leave?
What's your evil plan to take over? I don't know if Michaela will remember this, but it make me think about Pinky and the Brain, that cartoon that used to come on in the afternoon. Yeah. She's trying to take over the world. Yeah, it makes me think about that. Yeah. All right. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He got the jitters out. I knew that was right. All right.
I gotta try to figure out exactly how to say it.
Fun, we made a home run, kicking it, whipping it, flipping it over. Driving down the street and I knew Range Rover. When we pull up, you know the game over. There's no going back.
Hey guys, it's your girl Michaela Johnson from That's So Michaela. I am looking for indie artists and dancers to be featured on my show to showcase your talent. That's right, I want you guys to showcase your talent. Indie artists, meet dancers. Go check out That's So Michaela. Bye!